I got a secret hack on how to max out your crafting level in the first 2 or 3 days of the game. It doesn't matter if you're on console or PC because this method guaranteed will work for both. You only need crafting level 6 in order to unlock and craft everything in the game. Nothing unlocks for hitting max crafting level of 7. You're all done at 6. Now, if we go ahead and pull up the XP values needed to attain each level, you'll see that in a normal game, you need just under 6,000 XP in order to attain crafting level 6. But in order to get max crafting, you have to have over 14,000 XP, and you don't unlock any special awesome blueprint for getting it. You don't need it, and you'll get that XP naturally over time as you play anyways. In fact, I'd go as far as saying getting crafting level 5 in the beginning is all you really need to build bases, rafts, good tools, food, water, and all of that. The last 2 levels, honestly, you'll get as you play the game. And that level 6, that really is needed to make the gyrocopter. In order to get started with this method, we need to get crafting level 1. And to achieve this, we'll start by making a refined knife. You don't actually need the refined knife to get to level 6, but you're going to need it at some point in the game, and it goes to your crafting XP anyway, so you might as well make one now. After that, you're going to be short an XP to level 1, so I started making stone tools here. I only needed to make 3 more in order to hit level 1. At level 1, I made a stone axe. And a point of fact here, I actually needed 4 stone axes to hit level 6 crafting, but there's a few things that are a little higher on the priority right now, so just set those aside. Just make one for now. So we'll be making crude spears here. They net you about 15 XP per spear crafted, and they only cost 1 stick. In fact, all level 1 craftable items actually net you 15 XP, except for the container shelf. The only drawback here is the time it's going to take to cut down the trees. Like I said, I went through 4 axes. So we'll be leveling our harvesting skill here as well. I actually hit level 6 harvesting when I hit level 6 crafting, and since maxing out my harvesting will allow me to get every resource back when I break down a crafted item like a base or a wall or part of your raft or whatever, I was actually pretty good with this. As soon as we hit crafting level 2, we need to stop making crude spears. We need to start thinking about a way off this island. Sure, we can keep making spears until level 5 or 6, but that would just use just about every resource we have available on the island and leave us basically with no way off. We can't use the rubber raft because that's considered a 1-segment raft and the sharks will just flip it. Honestly, a basic raft will work just fine as long as you can get off the island safely. Personally, I made a 2 raft base, 2 floors, 1 rudder, and 1 sail, and that was all. It was ugly, but it worked. It's all crafting XP anyways, and with a higher crafting level later, I can make it much better than I otherwise would have been on the second day. In total, I used 40 sticks, 3 lashing, and 2 cloth. Now, once your raft is ready, you can go back to obliterating every tree in your sight. You'll probably come up short if you're going for crafting level 6. So in those cases, personally, I like to make a custom island filled to the max with as many trees as the game allows me to stash on it. You don't have to, you can just go to a nearby island. That's just what I personally like to do because I end up needing the wood anyways. Like I said earlier, it took me 2 in-game days to hit crafting and harvesting level 6. At some point, you'll want to upgrade that ugly little raft of yours, so click this video right here because I'll go over absolutely everything you need to know in the game about raft building.